Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're taking a look at the Grand Seiko reference SBGC201G. And first I'd like to remind you that we're here at JB Hudson Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota taking a look at this watch. And this watch is available brand new here, as JB Hudson is an authorized retailer of Grand Seiko, for about $8,200. So before I start the rest of the review, I want to remind you we'll be leaving links in the description to JB Hudson's website, Grand Seiko's website, as well as our channel store. It is an Amazon-operated store, but we have our favorite watches and watch accessories on there, so I highly encourage you to check that out, as it does support the channel. So now let's move on to the rest of the review. So first I'd like to go over just kind of the case and the finishing on this watch. So it is a stainless steel watch. It's got a diameter of 43.5 millimeters, and the finishing is very, very nice. It's got both brushed and polished surfaces, and it's fairly similar in kind of style to Rolex finishing, but honestly, actually a better comparison is probably take the finishing on like a $500 kind of Seiko, like a Cocktail Time or something like that, and then just up the quality about 2 times, and that's basically what you have here. So if I were to make some subtle improvements to kind of the case design and overall finishing, I would have made it slightly tougher. I would have probably made the links on the bracelet a little bit thicker and the clasp thicker as well, but overall the design is fantastic, and you'd be happy with this watch if you ended up purchasing it. So now let's go over the movement. So the movement on this watch is perhaps the most interesting part, as this watch is the most complicated Grand Seiko. It's got a spring drive movement. It's the caliber 9R86, and given that it's a spring drive, it's very interesting to watch the operation of the movement. And you can see just that beautiful Côte de Genève finishing, as well as perlage. And perlage is something you don't get a lot of on Grand Seiko watches, but this watch definitely has, and in spades. So, sorry about the focus there. I'll get that adjusted. Sorry. But as you can see, given that this is a spring drive movement, you can see that wheel just whirring away in there. And that's a lot more interesting to watch, frankly, than a balance wheel. I really like that. And some other interesting aspects of this movement is that it has a plus-minus time error per day, which is actually double, I think, the error for a Rolex Datejust movement, so the caliber 3235, which has +-2, and that's the guaranteed, so probably not actual, but Grand Seiko definitely guarantees the accuracy. And facilitating that is the fact that this watch, the movement in this watch, is a hybrid between a quartz and mechanical movement, so you get the accuracy of the quartz, but the kind of smooth ticking of a mechanical, and that's really interesting. And you also, frankly, get the finishing of a mechanical as well. So now I'll demonstrate the chronograph and GMT features on this watch. So the chronograph is a little bit interesting. So it has these pushers that you have to unscrew, just like on a Daytona, Rolex Daytona. And when you push the pusher down at first, sorry, I had them unscrewed initially. When you push the pusher down at first, it kind of just pushes down slightly and nothing happens in the movement, and this is to facilitate more accurate pushing of the pushers, and it really kind of lets you know when the pusher is ready to be pushed, and this kind of would facilitate, again, greater accuracy and kind of start times and things like that. So I'll demonstrate that accuracy, and you can see the second hand is ticking with a very high frequency, and that's again because of the spring drive movement. It is just perfectly smooth. And that's a really cool feature to have on this watch. So you reset using the bottom pusher. It is not a flyback chronograph, but I'll stop it with the top and then reset with the bottom. And the bottom also has that kind of the feature where you can push down the pusher and then it goes down slightly, and then you have to push down even farther to reset it. But going over the other aspects of the dial, you have this GMT hand here, which is in red, and that's very legible. And also you have a power reserve, which is very nice. And something to note about the spring drive movement, it is fully windable by hand, or you saw the rotor on the movement. So it does operate just like a mechanical with regards to its winding ability, and that means you don't have to replace a battery, obviously. So now I'll move on to a wrist shot, and this watch, even though the diameter is 43.5, it wears a lot more like a 45 just because of those huge pushers. I mean, they are absolutely gigantic. So if you have a really small wrist, this watch probably isn't for you, but if you have average to slightly above average, I've got about 6.5 inch inches in circumference. I think this watch should look great on your wrist. But as you can see, I mean, even on mine, it does look slightly large, but just keep that in mind if you want to purchase this watch. But again, just come into JB Hudson and they'll be happy to let you try it on and see if it's the proper size for you. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and share, and also remember to check out our channel store. Thank you.